Hello, folks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm back in here and we're going to attempt to draw some flowers, folks. Now, I want to show you how I draw them. These would make a pretty backdrop too, folks, as well. I messed up on this one, so I have to erase it back out, folks. Because I didn't make the petals big enough on this one side. But yeah, we really gotta think, folks, before we vote for somebody like that. Because you gotta remember, a lot of those people, folks, they're not thinking about the American people because the votes are gone now. It's not like it used to be free to vote or whatever. Now it's at the point where the Democrats are running the country, folks, and they're pushing Trump completely out of everything. He's not even allowed to get up and do a speech no more, folks. And I think that's wrong because he should be allowed to get out there uh, and tell people what his policies and stuff are for people that hasn't voted so they would know what they're voting for. But he's not even been able to get up there and do a speech except for his rallies. And I think that's wrong, folks. He's just being blocked out of everything. And the reason that they're doing that, folks, is because they know in their hearts that they failed the country, the Democrats do. And so they really don't want Trump to reveal what they're doing to the country. Trump didn't have war and stuff, folks. He didn't have open borders either. The open borders can cause a lot of people to come into the country that we don't really know anything about. And it's just dangerous, folks. And that's part of the reason that they're thinking about cutting Social Security too, is because they got all those immigrants that's coming in here, folks. And the immigrants are going to be they're going to be taking a lot of assistance and everything from the American people. They're going to be giving that to the immigrants, folks. But we just have to pray and hope for the best, folks. But I feel like there's a lot of people out here voting for Kamala because they don't like Trump. Well, we can't base everything on personal feelings, folks. We have to vote for the person that's going to fix the country for our best interest, folks. And I really believe that Trump is the one that is going to help our country in the way of the economy and the closed borders. Because Trump did build a wall, and no, Trump is not responsible for the stock crash. The Democrats have been in office now for 4 years. They are responsible for the economy, folks. There's no way that Trump could crash the stocks because he hasn't been in office. The Democrats have. So anything that is going on right now is on Biden and Harris's watch, and no one else's, folks. The Democrats think we're stupid, folks. They don't realize, they think we don't realize what's been going on. But we're not stupid, folks. We can't let ourselves get wrapped up in all this false saying and things like that about Trump, because they don't really know Trump personally, folks. They're making up a lot of stories on him. Trump's just like anybody else, folks. He's got a family, he's got grandchildren and everything, and that's a false statement when they say Trump is only doing what he's doing for himself. He's not doing it for himself, folks. He's doing it because he loves his country, and he also loves the American people, folks. And that's the reason that I quit voting and getting into politics. I go to church, folks, and I believe in God. And I do believe that God is going to be the one to take care of our country and everything. And I believe that he will deal with Kamala Harris and that Tim Walz for lying to the American people and trying to pander to them for votes and not really looking out for the American people. They're only looking out for themselves. But yeah, that's how I feel about it, folks. I quit voting because I don't feel like that the votes count anymore. Everyone has listened to all them lies that the Democrats have spread and everything on Donald Trump. And that's the reason they're voting for that Harris woman, folks. But, you know, just like I said, if they do vote for Harris, they're going to find out when she gets in there, folks, that she's not going to do what they think she's going to do. She's looking out for herself. And that's it, folks. I believe Harris is doing it for herself, if you want to know the truth about the matter. All I'm saying, folks, is just be careful who you vote for. You may not like Trump personally, but it's not about how you feel about Trump. It's about what's going to happen to our country, folks. You don't vote for a president on personal feelings. You vote for who's going to straighten up the country and get the economy back on track. I trust that Trump will do it, folks. And I really did believe in that term limit thing. I think that people should get in there and serve 2 years at the most, and that's it. I think that the person should only do 2 years and move over and let someone else get their opportunity too. But they wasted a lot of time on Biden, folks. I told you I used to be a caregiver, and I knew Biden had some. I knew that his age had done got to him, and he didn't want to face reality, folks. But the reality is Biden was suffering from dementia. And I'm not saying that that makes him a bad person, folks, because we all get old. There's a chance that all of us can suffer from that one time or another. You know, but I think it was wrong that they had him up there doing what he was doing in that shape, because he, at his age, he should have been home taking care of himself at his age, because a lot of elderly people like that, folks, they take naps and stuff, you know, and get rest. Instead of him out there gallivanting all over the country, he should have been staying home and eating right. Because if he was out there running around, folks, as an elderly person, he probably wasn't eating right or anything else. And if you notice, folks, Harris hasn't even been getting up there and debate. She hasn't even been getting up in public since they decided to put her in there. And that doesn't make a lot of sense, folks. I kind of got it whenever Biden wasn't getting up there a whole lot, because his age was messing with him and stuff. But whenever she decided that she wasn't going to get up there, that's something to think about, folks. That's almost saying in a silent way that she doesn't really care about the country or care what the American people think of her. That she's going to do what she wants to do regardless. And she doesn't have to talk to us, you know. That's just that's the way it made me feel. Because most new candidates like that, they get up there and they talk about the policy and things like that. But the Democrats are stuck on talking about Trump all the time instead of focusing on their agenda. And I haven't even really heard Harris tell what she's going to do to help the country. And if she does say it, she's not saying it, she's not telling the truth, folks, because she's the reason that the economy's bad and the border's open. So if you just really stop and think, whatever you hear her say, it's probably a waste of time to listen to her, because she's going to pander and tell you whatever she wants you to hear just so you'll vote for her. You know? Now, I believe Trump when he says he's going to do what he's going to do, because I seen Trump in action back when he was in the last time, and he held up to most of his promises. The Democrats stopped him on some of it, but I do believe that Trump was sincere when he said he was going to do the things that he did, because he did follow suit on some of the things that he promised. And if he didn't fulfill whatever he said, it's because the Democrats were trying to stop him. But I was coloring these flowers, folks, and, getting in here talking to you again about my opinion on how I feel about things. And yep, I really do feel this way, folks. And I think if something happens that she does get in there, I think that you guys are going to find out that I was telling the truth about everything. Because I do feel like that a lot of people are going to be headstrong on voting for her because they believe the lies that she's telling. And that's just how I feel, folks. She's in it for power and money, folks. It's not about you. It's not going to be about you, folks. So if you vote for her, if you're thinking it's about you, you're wrong. Because it's not about you. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel about it, folks. Just like I told you, there ain't nobody really gonna fix this country except God, folks. Because God is not, he doesn't have the love of the dollar bill and things like that. And God's a lot more powerful than Kamala Harris or Tim Walz. And I do believe that that God will answer our prayers and stuff, folks, about helping do something about the situation. I have learned to trust God a lot more than I trust politics, folks. Because God created us all, and he's more powerful than a politician. And he's also promised us what's going to happen if we be faithful to God and stuff. And I really believe that he will do what he says he's going to do, folks. But a lot of these politicians, folks, that's inside, what do you call them? I forget how you quote it. That are inside political parties, they'll tell you anything for a vote. I believe Trump is different. I really do believe Trump does love this country, folks. I really do. This will be a flower backdrop. I've got a light up here up above, folks. It's up above the sink. It's been blinking and I think it's getting ready to blow out. It's been doing that all day long. There you go, folks. See how pretty it is? I'm gonna leave some of them white looking for daisies on the backdrops, folks. Well, thank you for joining my YouTube channel, folks. You got this and you have a nice night. Bye-bye.